Is the Harley Benton TE-20 and the Indio Retro Classic the same guitar? Hey, it's Carl. Welcome back to the No Shred Zone. So today we're going to take a look at these two budget guitars. Now, they are in slightly different price ranges, so just want to get that out of the way up front. And of course, at the end of this video, I will reveal my favorite of the two. And if you specifically want the reviews of these guitars, the Indio is already on the channel. The TE-20 is coming soon, so subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. First things first, let's take a look at the specs of these guitars. And mostly I'm going to focus on what's a little bit different about them. And I will say just up front, Indio, I have the old model, which is string through and has individual saddles, whereas the new ones are just like the Harley Benton TE-20 with the barrel saddles and not string through. Let's start at the headstock. So they both have cheap tuners, and we'll talk about that later. The Harley Benton width at the nut is 42.2 millimeters. Now listed, it's 42 millimeters. I measured 42.2. And same with the Indio width at the nut. I measured 42.2, even though it's listed at 42. Harley Benton width at the 12th fret, I'm getting 52.6 millimeters. The Indio width at the 12th fret, I am getting 52 millimeters. So a little bit skinnier. The Harley Benton is made of poplar, and this one is 7.8 pounds. The Retro Classic is made of basswood, and this one is 7.5 pounds. The fretboard radius on the Harley Benton is 350 millimeters, or 13.77 inches, whereas the fretboard radius on the Indio is 12 inches. The Harley Benton has what they call a modern C-shaped neck, and the thickness at the 12th is 22.2 millimeters. The Retro Classic has what they call a C-shaped neck, and the thickness at the 12th is 24 millimeters. All right, both of these guitars have ceramic pickups. Harley Benton at the bridge, 6.49 k ohms. Harley Benton at the neck, 5.23 k ohms. The Indio at the bridge, I'm measuring 6.16 k ohms, and the Indio at the neck, measuring 6.65 k ohms. And of course there's differences in colors and things like that. The headstocks are obviously a little different, and the Harley Benton has a 3-ply pickguard, whereas this one has a 1-ply. Now I don't know, the new ones might have a different pickguard on the Retro Classic. So in any case, both of these guitars had similar issues out of the box, and that is they both had sharp frets out of the box, which I needed to fix. So that's a bit of a wash there. But in general, these feel like very, very similar guitars. And even the specs are, obviously very similar, but they are different enough and they do feel different. One extra negative, I will say, about the Retro Classic is these tuners. So they seem like basically the same kind of cheap tuners, but these tuners on the Retro Classic, a couple of them stick. So the second and third string specifically have a little bit of stickiness. But reality is that's kind of luck of the draw with budget guitars and cheap tuners. So I can't say that the one you're going to get is going to have that, or if you were to get a Harley Benton TE-20, if it's going to have that or not. My Harley Benton, the tuners seem to be holding up just fine, but again, who knows what you'll have. That all said, there's another issue. The Retro Classic, I bought this thing for about 60 bucks new, shipped. Okay, regular list price is 110 shipped, and it's often on sale for under $100. Usually you can find it for 90, 95, and on certain occasions, much less than that. Whereas the TE-20, it's $77 from Thomann, but you got to add shipping onto that, which to the US is approximately $50. So this one is significantly more expensive. Now, Harley Benton does have a US store, but these are listed at approximately $160 plus tax from their US store. So the Retro Classic is about half the price. Now, that said, there's a few things that aren't necessarily in the Retro Classic's favor as close as these guitars are with as far as specs. But first, let's do a quick, short sound demo, okay? Now this is gonna be just some chords clean and then a riff dirty. So really short. If you wanna hear more with these guitars, of course, check out the full reviews and yeah, there'll be more sound demos you can compare. After the sound demos, we'll talk about which one I would personally choose and why. All right, so there you have it. You heard them both. Now, before we talk about which one I would choose, I do want to shout out the Patreon members for making videos like this possible. And yeah, if you want to join Patreon, you're free to do that. I would really appreciate it. Helps the channel a lot. And of course, like this video, subscribe, hit that bell notification because YouTube otherwise won't share my videos with you. And specifically, if you want to see the review of this, which is coming soon, hit that bell. Leave me a comment as well. Do you have either of these guitars? Do you like them? What don't you like, etc., etc.? Now, my choice, it's going to be the Retro Classic. And specifically, here's why. Because it's so cheap, and I'm happy, if I'm going to keep a guitar, I'm happy to do some mods, fix some things, all of that. It doesn't feel, so it doesn't feel as nice, but it feels great still. The thinner neck on the TE-20 feels a little bit better in my hands, but this is not the Retro Classic does not have like a baseball style neck, or baseball bat style neck, so it's not bad. But yeah, the TE-20 definitely feels a little bit better in my hands, but that's a personal preference as far as that goes. I think if you were to buy the TE-20, you'd probably be completely happy with it. That's my choice between these two. Now, as you know, a lot of these guitars are made, in the same factories. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if these are made in the exact same factory, but I have no idea about that. In any case, yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.